Welcome, my friends, back to Marvel Snap in the waiting room for Infinity Ultron today. It's going to be a wild ride, my friends. Infinity Ultron with all his stones. Just crazy deck building puzzle to try and crack, but that's why we do the streams all together. Hope you brought your deck building hats. I'll take the shuffle. We're not going to be able to score Wiccan. The squirrels getting fed by Larval could be useful. Let's see where we go from here. Miyamoto, how's it going, my friend? Great to see you. How you been?
Knowledge is power.
Oh, you got a incredible. Chara, great to see you as well. Okay, let's actually go like Dazzler here. Foul Cap middle? Maybe. Thanos, on the one hand, hates that the squirrels took away our space for our stones. On the other hand, is going to be very happy if and when we find Mockingbird, right? Typhoid, I can't play you, Typhoid. We might be cooked right here. It's going. Playing a very similar Thanos deck. Nice. Thanos is super fun. I love Thanos. I love the meta when Thanos is good.
Rangers!
Assemble.
Is this his mom? Is this one of the only cards with a text, like a speech box? I think it is. Okay. What are we doing with this? I mean, Thanos gives us an advantage, all locations, but if they found Spectrum, like, they just win, right? Larval is not enough to add on over here. I think we leave. Connor, good to see you, mate. The Infinity Ultron's the best card out there. Don't worry. Okay. I am contemplating all these cubes that we're going to lose while testing. Ahmed, good to see you as well. I'm doing fantastic. It's just the studio framing got some different looks when I was doing the standing desk and other whatnots. Actually, we're only one card different, playing Sam Wilson, Cap America, and not playing Chi. Ah, nice. I had been doing Super Scroll, and then I thought that Chi would do a little bit better at the same price point, but I could see just OG Cap doing quite well for us. There's so many little ongoings that he's able to buff, right? Huh. Oh, there we go. Been playing the new Scream Bully deck. It's very mean and annoying. Only lose the mirror matches right now. Scream is so good. Yeah, I played a lot of Scream. I played a lot of... what else have I been up to? I think we like the Nexus with what we have. Oh, a lot of Toxic is what I was doing. Yeah, the whole deck's just ongoing. This is a work of art. Hopefully the Cosmo just shuts them down. Here we go. They whiff on the Polaris. A little weird. Speed's probably good enough. We can hold Reality Stone. Play Soul Stone, get some draw. Gonna be going Thanos mid. Here for the weekly tradition. Jesse, how's it going, mate? Surely then they nerf Scream before Hydra Stomper comes out, so that card looks better. So Hydra Stomper only cares about your cards moving, not your opponent's cards moving. So yes, there's going to be some synergies, but also like it's not going to make that Scream deck too out of control. I think it's Mockingbird. And then you play Reality Stone because it scales speed. I guess you play it here because you're not getting as much benefit. And then just Thanos mid or something. Hey, free Blarvel! Snap! I probably could have snapped earlier. My thought is everyone is trying to play move decks to try out the Hydra Stomper, then Scream gets better. That's true, that's true. If you're expecting a lot of the other decks to be moved, it's going to be very solid. I'm super looking forward to Hydra Stomper. I mean, I was thinking about it, guys. That card is cracked. It starts at... Hold on. Does it start at 3-2 or 3-1? Let me check. Hydra Stomper. 3-2. 3-2. So you get a 3-2. Just foul cap. Just foul cap moving the dang shield is probably enough to make it like a playable 3 cost, especially if you also incorporate Silk. You bounce Silk a couple times, bounce the shield.
Destiny will arrive.
Get moving. And then, heaven forbid that you Heimdall at the end of the match. It'll go insane. Just checking on my little babby. She's cooing over here. I need all the cards, so I'm going to avoid updating to try and get all 3 from keys. Avoid updating. I don't think the patch is not today, is it? Is the patch today? Do we have they confirmed patch date yet? Snap packs are coming on April 29th. So we still have 2 weeks. No play on turn 2 or turn 1. It's brutal. Gonna be cracking packs for it? Yeah, I'm gonna cracking packs for it. What do I plan on running with Ultron? I don't know. I kind of do like we're gonna do some it's a ton of energy cheats is basically my idea, because it seems like he's way too expensive to be beneficial, so we're gonna have to come out swinging in terms of... do you play Power... I guess you can just tuck Power Stone over here. Well... then they merge, right? So if I do this, I get a discount on Mockingbird. But we're gonna play like a Wiccan deck. We're gonna try with Quinjet. We're gonna try with Hope. We're gonna try with... Snow, right? That's the other girl's name. Anything that potentially lets us play him earlier or the stones for less. I think is going to be important. Do I think he could work with Surfer? Not really. Because with Surfer, you want to play good 3 costs. Sorry. So yes, you have 1 stone, right? That then doubles the on reveals. And that would be nice with Surfer. But at the point where you're playing Ultron on 5, you're going to play a Stone and Surfer on 6 and hope that you're already set up to win. Like, the modern Surfer decks do better with a different play pattern. So it's hard to hack. Yeah, Hope and Luna, exactly. And magic. I guess we can count magic in that category, right? Of helping us out just by giving us more time. So you are junk. We play... Let's tuck Thanos over here and see if they give us anything to go after on Limbo. Wild Blue's really good at this junk deck. Then unfortunately I did huck Redstone out for some reason. Should have hung on to it. But I think Wild Blue has found a lot of favorable matchups against Thanos by playing junk. Never mind. Simon, how's it going? Came back to Snap last month. I have 8 keys waiting for this card. I need that Spotlight variant rather than if the card is good or not. Spotlight variant for one of the others. Happy Triple T Day, Mars Horn. It's great to have you, mate. I love that, you know, one, you came back to Snap, and two, you chose to come back to the stream as well. It's always great to have you. Hopefully you brought some clever deck building ideas for Infinite Ultron. Cardio Ball, how's it going, mate? I'm doing great. Depending on how long it really has been for you joining the stream, I now manage a shoe store that I work at, and I have a baby. So a lot's been going on, mate. a lot. Hey, Thanos for Thanos. I'll take Thanos for Thanos. The great thing is when you get double Thanos, and then you get the discounts off of the power-ups from the stones. What is more likely for us to draw, a 1 cost or a 2 cost? It is a 1 cost, ergo... it doesn't matter what I play. We're trying to hack it. I think you redstone here. New Peak is just a silly location. New Peak is just a silly location, like it's not that interesting. The old Peak was terrible, but the new one is not much better. Nothing like moving up the life ladder. Congrats on the baby and the promotion. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Team Teddy out here celebrating the big life dubs. All together, just as it should be. Just been taking YM seriously, and it's helped a lot. You're gonna have to give me what is YM a typo or is it an abbreviation that I'm unfamiliar with? Interesting. He does have Mobius out there, but we get to progress from Blarvel into Spectrum, which is pretty good. Old Peak was like the only time in Snap where bluffing actually worked. Yeah. Taking the gym seriously, the gym. Nice, nice. Yeah. I mean, that builds like so much in life.
Inevitable.
I love that for you. Illusionist, how's it going, my friend? So, if I Blarvel, we then pick, right, Thanos or Spectrum to win. I can play Thanos anywhere because of Space Stone. Okay, let's see. But they also could have Spectrum with the, like, Mobius and other stuff like that. Need to stop saying like. Sound like Kitty Pride lately. Ooh, yeah, you don't want that. The cringe kitty. Are you missing something? Why is everyone wanting to play Ultron now? We're getting a new version of Ultron called Infinity Ultron from the hit Disney Plus animated TV show What If? I mean, it's just praying that he doesn't have it, right? Which he might not. He's got 6 cards left in deck. What if Ultron was a playable card? Yeah. Marshorn rallying the likes for the stream. It does help us out a lot, chat. Gets us out there in that community. So he's able to buff by 6. I'm buffing by 6 as well. It's not ideal. I would win here. Yeah, let's just hope that he doesn't have Spectrum. He did.
Knowledge is power.
He also had
Knowledge
Mockingbird,
is power.
so we lose every location. Incredible. Honestly, though, I feel like it's the easiest skip in a long time for you. Not as excited for him at all. Yeah, I feel like they could probably buff every stone by like 2 or 3 power. Like blanket. And that would start to bring him back. What cards do I recommend to players who are coming back? I have no idea what I'm looking for, to be honest. Yeah, Thanos has been really consistent in the meta recently. A couple different versions of his decks have done super well. Arishem is an evergreen. If you get that individual card, you can run all of your early series control cards with it, do really well. You want to have a Scream deck. Scream and Captain America, Sam Wilson Captain America, are the 1 and 2 cards right now. And then that gives you some core archetypes. This card is doing really well also with like Bullseye. I really think if Infinite Ultron generated 3 stones, then you get better odds of the high rolls and rewards Quinjet. They could do that. They could have him generate. They could add +1 power to every stone and let him generate 3 instead of 2. That would be great. That would be a start. Maybe make him a 5/7 as well. Like, come on, guys. How huge a deck is it going to be? Infinite Ultron, Thanos, Arishem, Agamotto. Yeah. You just smack them with your draw pile and they get a concussion and then you're good to go after that. Right? Babby's living her best life. Let's go. If I play Cosmo, I actually don't have enough space for like the draw or to use the stones, right? So I actually play Cosmo to nowhere to be able to play Wiccan later. A little redundant, Adrian, but I promise you I have a plan. People need to stop conceding in Conquest already. I got to finish the last bounties, I know. They're just like, snap, concede. And what got banished? Mindstone. Yellowstone gone. Wiccan, baby. I feel pretty good about this. I think we can snap it. I know he can move Nightcrawler still. But with the extra energy, we can start really gassing it up. What's up, Teddy and Team Teddy? Excited to see some Infinite Ultron gameplay. Seems like a fun card. Fun is the most that I can hope for from this guy. For sure. Time Stone. Then it's probably Mockingbird here. Actually, it should be Time Stone here. Yeah, Falcap here, Mockingbird here. Because if we redstone left, I want to be able to potentially win the location. Put some pressure on him. Do you have Blarvel? You do. You do have Blarvel. Well, in that case, we might want to give ourselves some extra time. And we don't have a choice. No redstone. Okay. So what we want to do is show... Is it Thanos out here? 12... 14, 20, it's pretty good. Go ahead, play Speed on left. Gilgamesh is my guess. Marvel Boy. Beautiful. We found the spectrum. That's what we wanted. So it's just a matter of parsing out the exact spots. I think honestly, they could stay. And then we dive in middle. 2 cards. What do they have? They did not move
Knowledge is
Nightcrawler.
power.
Their own Mockingbird. Dazzler. There we go.
Victory.
Chat, how is the mic sounding? Last week, it came out super hot. I was doing a sound check this morning, and it seemed like my settings were returned to where they normally are. Much better? Okay. Excellent. I have no idea what was happening last week. You gotta love computers. You think they always return the same result until they don't. Can we break the 200 barrier prior to Infinite Ultron's release?
The timer shall be set right.
With Camouflage, we just might. Oh, okay. That's a time stone, I believe. If I ever saw one. Pop. Pop. There goes Soul Stone and Power Stone. Okay, in that case, Redstone is the only one left in deck, so Yellowstone really doesn't do anything for us. Falcap does. And we want to be able to play... Okay. We want to be able to play Cosmo on Camouflage rather than waiting for Spectrum. Because I think they're going to actually mill us otherwise. Which is wild. Absent Cosmo, we could Redstone it. Play Dazzler. Do something like this. Haven't been excited about a new card as much as Ultron since D99, but at the same time, got an uncomfortable feeling of uncertainty. If they buff the stone's cost, he'll be much better.
Is power.
Yeah, if they could come out as 2 costs, or if they could come out with more power, like there's... It feels like he's missing something. If I'm just reading the abilities and the abilities seem fine. It's the stat lines that feel like they're really leaving something to be desired. A 5/6 that's generating like 3 1s. I don't know. Feels like this ain't it. Play you, play you. Zach, remember for 25 months we've crossed the 2-year barrier. Happy New Card Day. Hope the family is good. Zach, the family is fantastic. Family's just off to my left. Little baby is chowing down on a milk snack, listening to our docile tones. Life is good, mate. Life is good. Is it Thanos left? Actually, with Bluestone, I don't have to care, right? Oh, Wiccan is ready to go. Ready to rumble and ready to kill. So if I play this, I get enough energy. Yeah, to do a lot. And yeah, so Bluestone will let us get around the vault, and Bluestone's protected by Wakanda, so I can play Thanos here. I can also play Mockingbird next turn, because what, we'll be at 8 energy. This costs 6. I will top deck Shang as the only card that I haven't got yet. And we could actually Thanos Shang if we want to. Yeah. Can hear the proud Papa Joy. Yep, it's there. The Wolf Killmonger. Wow, no Shang for us. And Mockingbird is still in just the right spot. My most powerful destroyed card is it's Spectrum. So Spectrum will buff Cosmo, and that's it. She'll come out as a 7, taking them to 21. This takes me to 20. Flips to 25. Speed scales by 1. Mockingbird drops mid.
Oh, snap!
4 cards destroyed, 1 card destroyed. Death is a 3 cost. Plays on right, summons Spectrum.
Knowledge is power.
They always forget that Bluestone does this, man. Nobody remembers that Bluestone lets me play Thanos through the vault right now. Have I seen the Doc Ock Steampunk variant? When I got it, I thought it was a Christmas one. It just looks so silly. Bothered Biscuit, how's it going, mate? Am I excited for Infinite Ultron? I am. I am also hedging, and I'm curious on how many cubes I'm going to lose testing him. Because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot. Et voila! We got him. It is a very silly variant. He's got like the more like turban Middle Eastern steampunk aesthetic. Walking Calamity, thank you for the follow, mate. Thank you. But the alternative is Summer Vacation, which is also a very silly one. So we're doing this one. If it makes you feel better, I'm excited to watch you play it, so I don't have to. Yep, there we go. Doesn't make me feel better, but at 187, we got some padding. And honestly, I think we'll just let the update roll over. This one, I'm gonna cut. There we go. Man, I really don't play Mill anymore. We'll cut this as well. Loaf Beef with the Prime sub. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Team Teddy grows stronger. Infinity Ultron. Minute to go. Okay. Hit me with... What is the best Wiccan deck that does not include Thanos? These are all... It's a Kahori deck. Kahori Vicky Hand deck. That seems like it could be totally fine. That could be exactly what we want to do. Copy it. Paste it. Evaluate it. We Ultroning it today? Yes, we are. Not another Vicky deck? My brothers. It's perfect. We scale the Collector. We get buffed by the Vicky Hand. We get discounted by the Quinjet. We say, Moon Girl, you suck. And Kohori, you're probably not it either. We scale with Wiccan to be able to afford all the junk that I have to do. Walking Calamity. Thank you for the Prime sub, my friend. Thank you. You guys are incredible. Team Teddy grows stronger. Red Mad Individual and Mystery Variant for the club rewards this week. Hey. Yeah, they hit us with some good stuff. Some like really good stuff. I wonder, do we want another energy cheat here like Hope? Something to kind of compound. Still play on the lower side of the curve. It's a 3. So because I don't necessarily want to use Freya. We could curve from the 1s, 2s, play into Hope, pop Wiccan. I kind of like this. Go Luna instead. We could go Luna instead. And then obviously this is Ultron. Okay. Oh wait, we're on the freeze of the update. Ooh, did we make it in time? Yes. Couple of alliance points for us, boys. Play cards, we do that. Spend energy, I do that too. Play 6 costs? No, I'm doing 5 costs. I will not have 6 costs. Win with 10 or less?
Legendary.
Maybe that's a thing we'll do. Alright. Cannonball. Pixie. Infinite Ultron. I kind of really want the Cannonball variant because I think I'm still on base art. Where are you, buddy? No, don't do upgradable. Yeah, I'm still on base art Cannonball. Okay, we're gonna crack open some of our last keys here. Struck out 2 keys for Ultron. Ah, symbol. Yes. Yes. Claim that baby. Okay, Ultron.
Mastery.
And refraction. It's perfect. Okay. Pixie is not really playable right now.
Mastery.
I probably should have just gone over to tokens, right? At the point where I pulled the one variant I wanted on the first one, we should have just bought him outright. Because now if this is a dupe, okay, it's not. If it's a dupe, it's just straight worse than what the update is going to be. But there we go. Honestly, 3 keys for the variant we wanted, variant we didn't, and then the card we got. It's okay. No, do not autofill. Give me my new shiny toy. There we go. Also, build me the auto deck. Assemble an incredible deck. It is the Eson. Me and Bradsifer were literally talking about this, that you would use Eson. Alright, one sec, guys. Iron Lad's an interesting way to be able to get like the Ultron tap. Yes. This seems like it could be playable. I don't know about the Quicksilver, but I guess the Quicksilver is here to service the Wiccan, right? Did they actually build a good... Did they just build a good auto deck? This is one of the first auto decks in a while that I have not immediately wanted to veto something. It's like you could run Vicky, you could run Luna Snow, but everything here, like, that's a purpose. Have I not got the masteries for this guy? Laddie. Yes, Cosmic. Make that little Jeff pop. Yeah, I'm in. We play these. Oh, kill them with cuteness at $100. Okay. Another Carnage. I wish those ultimate variants were not quite so expensive. There's a bunch of them that I'm like, I would love to play them. Murder your wallet with cuteness. In before everybody plays Gorgon and makes our entire life a living nightmare, right? Ed, great to see you. Horror story. We got everybody hopping in. I know there isn't much to do, but so many Carnage variants just look so samey. Yeah, like the character is only giving you so much, right? I guess props to the original artist and character design to have such a strong, cohesive look that everyone's take is the same. How are you and yours, Teddy? Ed, I'm doing great. Loving life. Teddy Jr., loving life. She had a decent night of sleep last night and a good nap today while we were holding her. Also, guys, I gotta say, the sleeping baby buff while I'm playing Snap is unreal. I probably climbed from rank like 300 to 200. Well, 250 to 200 just while she was sleeping on me. It was incredible. We were unstoppable. Let's White Queen it. So we haven't discarded... They dropped a Jane? Interesting. I'm not picking up what they're trying to play here. We have red and violence. What else does Carnage do? Nothing. Got the infinite variant for Jeff about 2 weeks ago. We decided Jeff wasn't good enough anymore. Seems good, seems good. Yeah, yeah. Oh, 2 weeks before people decided that you just couldn't play Jeff anymore. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Wiccan, and then I could symbiote Spider-Man, repeat Wiccan, have more energy than anything, and then play Infinite Ultron and hopefully roll high on the stones, eh? Probably a good thing for marketing and character recognition, but also just not so much if you want to be able to modify the looks. Yeah, when you look at like how much of the rest of the Marvel characters have, you know, all alternate costumes and other features like that, right? Not liking the bite here. I don't know, do we want to use Symbiote Spider-Man for more energy, or do you just fish with Iron Lad? I think you might just fish with Iron Lad, actually. Throw this across to give him a, you know, a fun time. Basic. Yeah, we can Symbiote Spider-Man. I could Symbiote Spider-Man on the left just to, like, save space, but I can do that next turn, too. Power creep is so real, it's crazy. Yeah, Jeff used to be the gold standard of, like, hey, a 2-3 with that flexibility is just, like, good enough, and now it's like, no. You could never dream of playing that. Baby has the AoE ability. Yeah, the team-wide buff. It's fantastic. That is true. Pro X leaving the meta. That was something that paired well with Jeff. Do we want to see the 4-cost Pro X return? Probably not. We're not going to have anything, guys. We're cookered. I ran out of cards. I ran out of cards with a card generating deck. I literally generated arrows and his best card, and I ran out of cards. You're missing Pro X, Ed? I kind of miss Pro X too. I don't know what to tell you. How did my hand size disappear? I know Sokovia discarded magic, but like it was just magic. We still got the limbo turn 7. 4 cost would have him overlap with Storm. Could get knocked all the way down to 3 with Zabu. Seems fine to me.
Frame break.
I would like him to get buffed somehow, but I don't know. I mean, he could just, you know, pack significantly more power himself now. If he has to be played to do, like, to hold his lane, he could be a 5-5, you know. 5-5, lock it down. Because there's so many effects that move things around, having Pro X just be stronger himself could be an actual solution. Cards this season all have really awkward costs. Carter, Ultron, his stones. Yes. Good Ultron. Man, honestly, if Ultron could be a 4 cost. If Ultron could be a 4 cost and his stones could be 2 costs, we could talk. If you could generate more stones. Like, there's so many things that it's like, it just feels like you're not quite getting the bang for your buck that the other cards are giving you, right? Prof X should be King Eitri, but he's searching deck for 0 power cards, so he finds Sebro. Synergistically, that would be fantastic, but you also then would have him searching or tutoring Iron Man, which is like anti-canon. He doesn't really do that much with the Avengers. I'll have him to take bigger swings with the OTAs. There's so many cards that need some love. Yeah. No, I definitely see the argument there. Okay, we have Infinite Ultron. We have Quinjet. We're really looking at, like, everything we like here. So I think Quinjet's important enough to keep. At which point we would just Hawkeye. But I could do that next turn, right? Let's see what we generate here. What about building a deck with both Ultrons in it? I'll give it a whirl. Ah, both Ultrons. Doesn't it just have to be terrible? I mean, what is that deck going to do? It's going to play Infinite Ultron on 5, and then it's going to play normal Ultron on 6, and it's never going to get to the Infinite Ultron stones, which is the reason to play Infinite Ultron. Or am I the one who's crazy? We should be able to win left unless they junk me out with anything else, but I don't think we have proof that they would. So we can Hawk or Kate. That'll fill the hand entirely. Then next turn I can Infinite Ultron and he will stick. And then after that I can play a Stone plus Shang and win the game. Okay, we have a roadmap. Obviously, the double Ultron deck is also going to be playing RHM. Well, true. It could just be that I should be playing Infinite Ultron in RHM, where you can play him on 4, and then finish the stones on 5 and have something else to do on 6, right? Or just use Isan in that deck to kind of get what you're looking for. Agamotto, yep. We're going to try something with Agamotto, to be sure. Oh dang, we got a Shang discount too. I kind of forgot that was going to happen. The Quinjet, he was a created card by my agent Coulson. One more week until Clog is gone for good. Bothered Biscuit? Why do you think Clog is ever going to be gone for good? Oh, because that you can just play Sinister Strange yourself and then absorb the Clog cards that they give you. Hey, I got a 3/3 Infinity Soul Stone. On reveal, for each of your full locations, give one of your cards there +2 power. Playable? Question mark? Mysterio? Inferno, you can't have just...
Power
Oh, good.
must be controlled.
That was like, you had to have some real play there.
Power
think we died.
must be controlled.
Because the stone's only going to go +2. Yep. How are you? Before Ultron was released, what were my thoughts on it? My thoughts were that it was going to be very bad. I believe I rated him a 1 out of 5 on the Can't Stop Snapping podcast where I was discussing him with Bradsifer. I think he is both too expensive and too low power, and the same can be said of every one of his stones. All that being said, we will continue to test and discover good decks and have fun with him. That stone should be doing a little bit more than 2 power. Yeah, the effort that I put into finding it. Upcoming buffs for Infinite Ultron for sure. Yeah. Like, I don't know what the devs were testing that made them think this was what they should do for his release. They must have found something, right? Or been worried about something at a higher power or cheaper cost or whatever. I'm just not seeing it. He wouldn't fit in some pixie list, too inconsistent, right? Yeah, probably. Like, pixie overall is kind of too inconsistent. Much as it pains me to say, should Gore be a part of the Ultron decks? Yes, you won't have time to play him and the stones. Yeah, that's the problem, is you get all these conflicting things going on, man. No, why? He's not into Shang, are you kidding me? Scar, please. The only good games with Infinite Ultron are going to be because of location variance, Project Pegasus, Camartage. That's what I'm worried about, is that he's only going to be good when he pops out. We're like really juiced up with something. Hold on. You became Coulson and gave me a 4-cost Infinite Ultron because I used Quinjet. You're saying there's a chance. So now we Magique and Kate. Just pulled Infinite Ultron first try. Amazing, William. Now, shelve him. Do not play him, save your rank. Never before seen. I didn't know they did this animation anymore. They gave him the 2099 border as well, the 1 of 1. My brother, you're a madman. On reveal, add a drone here. Set his power to Infinite Ultron. Bring the drone. It's a 6-power drone, guys. Wow. He worked so hard for that 6-power drone. Limbo. Teddy, I'm confused. White Yisun revealed first when opponent is ahead in the game. I would have to see the board state again. Okay. It depends wildly on what stones we get, if they're playable or not. But I will have 7 energy, and I have a 5-cost Thanos. That made like a weird noise there. Oh, it makes the White Queen noise when you click on it. Okay. Try me? But even if Ultron was a 4-cost, reduced to 3, you would be playing stones on 4, so it wouldn't even be a better Wong or something. Right, exactly. Like, I don't understand what they are afraid of. What power am I unlocking if I get to do this 1 turn ahead? Put a card from your hand here. I have no board space to do this. You're useless. On reveal, each of your 4 locations, give one of your cards there +2 power. Right, you're that stone. 3, 4, 5. You would represent 5 power, which would win here. Okay, okay, hang on. So I can do this, and then this stone is 2 power buffed to here better than playing Lady Sif. I mean, I could also just play him here. I'm thinking like Killmonger. No, we should be fine. Blue Marvel beats us, but I think Blue Marvel beats us anyway. Would you mind checking it out on stream after the game? Appreciate the time, really. Oh, White Yusan revealed? Sure. Nope. They play their own orange stone and beat us. Points down. So I couldn't trade these. I could have played you. And then you. Yep, this is going to be a painful stream. Ah! Every time I draw a stone, I'm scratching my head at how I will even use it. Yes. Genuinely want to see people solve this card as it is without buffs because I cannot. This card is so hard to build. Thank you. Wild Frost Music, my goat. You know it. You know it. My man saw it. He heard it. The cheery sun and everything. Just use him in a Surfer deck. The stone is a 3 cost. Yeah, but then how can I afford to play Surfer? It's only one card that synergizes with the Surfer deck. I mean, I get it. You're probably going to be running as like the Magic Surfer deck, right? The more greedy one. Gives you a little bit of extra time, probably. Wish I wasn't at work. This seems like a good time to try and climb. You could climb over all the Ultrons, yes. Dude, this art is beautiful. Who does this? Wild Blue? Chat? Is Wild Blue both an artist and a avid Snap player? How many cards has Wild Blue done? And why are they not doing more? How much does the Ultron drone cost? 1. The stone that will summon it will cost 3, but the drone itself is considered a 1 cost. Agent 13. Hang on. He's gaming. White Queen me. Variant Wild Blue. Wild Blue's done a ton. They just don't look like that. I guess the Hope looks like that. There's a Rogue, Omega Red, Max, Magneto, MODOK, Hope, Dazzler, Agent 13, and Arrow. I don't know. Somehow the Agent 13 is like... It's got a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Just like the matte black and like the low poly, like cleaner lines. Everything else has a little more detail. Not that any of them are bad. They just don't quite fit the theme. They're doing the Vicky Hand version. Let's Laddie, see what we find. One of the stones repeats on reveals. Yeah, that'd be the one that would work. Trying with Agamotto in the deck. That's kind of working, but it's very hard to play the stones. Yep. So now you got a Freya copied Vicky hand that's buffed to 5 because of the Wakandan embassy. I got a Psylocke though. So we can drop Esau in here, pull Phoenix for free. I don't know if we're gonna make it. You have that Max and Rogue? Nice. The Max is cool. Just wanted to practice with Infinite Ultron and Grounds. An opponent plays the #1 Scream deck in the world. Like, come on guys, what are we doing in Proving Grounds? And maybe they need the tickets. I hope they need the tickets. Yeah, they got a second Vicky that's gonna come, like, rock my world, right? But this is also, like, literally the play, right? Where you go Infinite Ultron, create the stones, free stone drops to Isan. So the Vicky buffs herself. She's a 9. We could put 9 power right here, taking them to 20. This would pass, and then I get a rando dropped on Isan if it's better. I think I'm going to try it, but I'm not going to snap. Here they all come. Their Vicky card was also discounted by the Quinjet, by the way.
Doom rules all.
Interesting. Hold on. They had 2 Vickies?
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Chat? Created by Freya. Where did this one come from? Maybe it's time to shake the dust off Powered in Crystal. Nico also cloned it. Ah, Nico created it. So they played Nico into her and then they Freya'd it as well. That's wild, man. Why did they not snap? Okay. Let's try our own Vicky hand style. The UI should really say created by Nico. It should. Visual bug, eh? Nico prefers just working uncredited. It's the staff of 1. She can't repeat herself, so I guess she doesn't get her name out there too much. Should I buy Infinite Ultron for 6,000 tokens, or should I buy Agamotto? Agamotto is definitely better than Infinite Ultron. But you should, if you're on a budget, just wait until the update, at which point all card acquisition will be much more generous? Yeah, generous is what I'm looking for. Mirage. There it is, the Gorgon. Guys. We're in trouble. I'm going to play Pig in the idea that I can redraw Wiccan. Ivory, how's it going, mate? Gorgon ended up being the 3rd best card from that event to you. The 3rd best? You're disrespecting the Gorgon and putting him last? You can't redraw Wiccan, but you could Freya the Pig. Yeah, amazing. It's incredible. There it is. Okay.
Opponent snapped.
I'll just leave. The Gorgon, man. Uncle Ben goes hard in that new Scream deck. Uncle Ben does go hard, and Laffy's pretty good. Laffy just is like good enough to play on his own in almost anything. How good's the new card out today? Probably trying to think. The worst card since, hold on. He's pulling up the schedule. He's looking at the cards by release date. He's scrolling. I'm gonna say Infinite Ultron is the worst. Captain Carter is a little bit better. Captain Carter's not great, but Captain Carter is better. The first Ghost Rider is definitely better. Uncle Ben Laffy, better. Red Wing. Ooh, Red Wing was a stinker, but I've seen a little bit of Red Wing. Bruce Banner, there we go. Bruce Banner is worse. Infinite Ultron is the worst card since Bruce Banner. Red Wing pretty bad? Guys, maybe you are all overestimating like what I think Infinite Ultron can do. I think Infinite Ultron's really bad. First Ghost Rider is... he got buffed. You can combo him with Khonshu. There's things that he does. He does things. I might just Mirage and let her die. Ultron's fun at least. Banner is just bruh. Yeah. Banner is worse. Banner is both weak and not super fun. Hazmat. It's a toxic deck with Rocket. Okay, we're gonna Wiccan into Snowguard as our only hope. But I'm not loving it. Infinite Ultron needs a cost reduction. He's dang near impossible to play. Yeah, the power buff while they're at it. Isan's pretty good, but the original ability is so much cooler. What a waste. What was the original? Okay, so it's like Grapple Arrow the Quinjet to the side, right? Ah, no. Grapple Arrow the Infinite Ultron. Dang it, I should have Grapple Arrow the Infinite Ultron. 4-cost Ultron, 2-cost Stone. Seems like they could be okay. Yeah, that like combo probably would be okay. Is Infinite Ultron good in Surfer? No. He is not. Alright, what do we get? Add a drone here. Set his power to Infinite Ultrons. I don't know. I'm losing my mind, chat. Move the lowest power enemy card here to the location of Infinity Ultron. How about I move it to the location of this stone instead? That would be so much more dynamic. As it is, the lowest power card is already at his location, so this is also useless. I'm losing my mind. So if I do this, I get a 3-power drone. He becomes 3. I could pass him. I play Vicky Hand. And then I play this because it's the most powerful thing. Vicky unfortunately does not buff drones. The Infinite Ultron win! The rare Infinite Ultron dub.
Victory.
Infinite Ultron, infinite ways of screwing you over. Yep, yep. All the possibilities of the stones and none of the follow-through. Isan used to be something like give +2 to, oh yeah, +2 to every card with unique power, legendary tag. You can't combine multiple legendary cards in a deck. Yep, yep, it would have been a new archetype, new build around, probably overpowered. All it took was 2 locations your opponent was locked out of that I conveniently had played to previously. Yep, yep, yep. We got there. Let's go Maria Hill. Just getting here now. In a nutshell, what's wrong with Infinite Ultron? His cost is too high, his power is too low, and the stones... These are all individual problems that even if they fixed one, the other ones would probably still be keeping him from being too competitive. The stones are too inconsistent. The stones don't have a single motif, right? They don't have like this, like they all do different things. They don't all do one thing. And my Infinite Ultron just got wrecked. Give him Snow Guard. Keep Snow Guard. Keep Snow Guard. Play this. So, because not all the stones do the same thing, it's really hard to build a deck that's going to synergize with Infinite Ultron. Nico doesn't, not all of her spells do the same thing. True, but for Nico, the way that she digs herself out of that is you can just hold her and wait for the one spell you want. I can't play Infinite Ultron multiple times to get the one stone I want. You know what I mean? Let's go Vicky, I guess. Remembers fire something? Card deleted from the Blob season. Wasn't that... oh, it's Firestar? You have Firehair and Firestar in the Marvel Pantheon? A little reductive, but, you know. How we doing? Good? Okay. Well, that's good. As long as we have a path forward. Chat, we're dead. They are, they're playing the... Of course, it's the Arsham deck that gives them exactly what they want. Isan, Infinite Ultron on curve. Your abilities happen here twice. Add a drone here. Set its power. Set its power to Infinite Ultron's power. Infinite Ultron doesn't have power. This is really good because it's crippling them. And then we... I can't play Bear because that would give them an extra monster. I can play Hawk. And it will scale Thena and then I just sit. You represent 11 power, which she might not expect. Dang it. By 1. So close. Use Wong with the Ultron so you get the consistency. I mean, it would give you 2 more stones. I guess they could be duplicates then, right? In that position. Would one way to fix that be add all Ultron stones to your hand and buff the power of the stones by 1 each? Yeah, so make him, basically have him open up the Infinity Gauntlet, give you all the stones, kind of like a full hand fill, you know? So like Helicarrier. And let's not stop at buffing them by 1, let's buff them by like, listen, they're 3 cost. Let's buff them all by 3. I want to actually play these suckers. We don't have to do half measures. I don't think I've ever seen this chat so divisively active. Bro, you're coming. This is giving me flashbacks to the glory days. OG days at the channel when we had more than like 50 people watching. The chat was actually moving. Arsham needs to be investigated. It's just too consistent for when I don't use it. Yep. Can we get someone just to look at Arsham games when I'm not playing Arsham? It seems to me that Jotunheim is a problem. Though I guess... do you just bear here, right? I think it's pretty much always bear. Please do not be Mobius. Alright, so we lost that. But I can Wicken. Okay, here's an idea. What if you play Wong Ultron, ramp magic, hope for Wong Stone, and then play Namora on the stack? Yeah, totally better. Yeah. I know the US agent nerf crippled us. Should I buy Ultron or try your luck with keys? And you have the other 2 cards, by the way. Then just save. Just save, my man.
Escaped.
What's bothering me right now is that the deck shell is good, but it's not going anywhere. Like Vicky hand decks are fine. It's just this one is doing nothing. So far it seems like Ultron's kind of a bad Nick Fury that's also costing you tokens. Yep. Bank the keys. End of the month, the new card acquisition system turns keys into 3k tokens. Yes, and you get a blanket discount on acquiring cards through packs. And those packs will have bonus rewards. Rip your rank. I know, mate. I know. Bothered Biscuit, you have a good one. I already have more than 12,000 tokens. I thought Ultron was going to be broken. Dang it. I mean, yeah, he's like he's a hotfix away from being broken. But right now, we're just spinning. We should play Arasham, I guess. Lucky Black Cat, you have a great one. Here goes Wiccan. We were, oh, good. Got rid of their Gorgon. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is it. No, Sandbar. Sandbar. No, thank you. I'm sorry, I just don't... The deck just only plays created cards. Why did they ever create this location? Why? Chat, is anybody having fun with this location? The problem is, right, they balance the decks that use created cards to be balanced without that location appearing. Then that location appears and it just cuts off this segment of the population that wants to play this deck. You would like for Sandbar to not exist, or at least be more rare? At least be more rare. Okay, middle ground. Didn't it also, like... What was it? What was its original ability, chat? Wasn't it like a play restricting location originally? Salu pulled a 1 Ultron and pulled 4 Kahori. This game, I know, man. Seriously, think Wong, Infinite Ultron, Power, Reality is as strong as Wong, Black Panther, Zola? It is, it's just harder to set up. Ramp energy. Yeah, let's ramp and see what we draw. Timber's original ability was only cards without abilities could be played. Okay, so that's also a bad. I guess Sandbar should just not exist. I also feel like I see the vault way too often. Not that I mind. That one's a fine location, but still, it does seem like you get it a lot. Okay, we got the Quinjet. Mirage. Set up the Snow Guard so we can threaten Limbo. I'm gonna scrap the no discard location because it makes that deck feel bad. Then Sandbar should go on that same logic. The no discard location? What was / is the no discard location? The board is looking mighty full. I think I play nothing. Well, yeah. There was a location that just said no cards can be discarded. Really? That was a thing they made?
Opponent snapped. Escaped.
You're playing against the opponent and against the locations. Why? I know. All right. I don't know about this one, guys. We just... Well, for one... I think Maria Hill's not it. It's like Hood. And then... Maybe we actually... Do we cut Wiccan? What if we cut Wiccan? There's gonna be another junk. Wild Blue. You must be a fan of the artist. Why wouldn't he snap before? I know. He's being generous, really, if you think about it. It was never released because of all the negative feedback. Ah, okay. Thanks for all your sacrifice, Teddy. Hard skipping Infinite Ultron. At least my sacrifice will not be in vain. What's the play pattern here? I can Vicky, but then I'd have to Freya, and then I'd be playing Luna late. So I think I wait, play Luna into Ultron, into Vicky Freya together, into the Stones, plus another Vicky. Okay, it's coming together. It's gonna win on Maze though. I guess that's fine. Try a build that's more Quinjet, Magic, Wong, Infinite Ultron, etc. I mean, I have Quinjet. Sebastian Shaw, Surfer. Saving all my keys for the currency change. That's probably a good idea. Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury in the content creator side. I also want to do... We need to do a deck that's like the buff angle, right? Something with like Thastos could be fun because either Infinite Ultron either being cheaper or more powerful has synergies. They rush Sarah, so that's bad. What do we get? The full locations one and the add a drone one. Okay. Do this, and then do this.
Opponent snapped.
Or do you just treat him like hella? Try to play him with both Lad and Jubilee, maybe? Maybe. Infinite Ultron's gonna be OP with Strange. Copium. I mean, Strange will be able to eat the stones, but there's just like so many better food sources for Strange. Just go all in. Ramp, Wave, Luna. I think you have to go all in to make all Infinite Ultron work. There we go, yep. Is that we're not investing enough in the worst part of our deck. If Infinite Ultron was a 4, then he's meta. He'd be playable. Most likely playable. 2, 3.
Escaped.
I think Strange Supreme will be fun. Yeah. This season is like full of these wildly disparate cards. I think Hydra Stomper is like gonna be busted and Strange is gonna be busted. Seems like Infinite Ultron is a high roll card. Which means it's a polite way of saying bad, right? Consistency has always been what's prized in Snap. Cut Enchantress? Probably. It feels bad, but I wonder if just base Ultron's better in any of these decks. Yeah, the Rivals cards were very, very good. And their art was good too. Hydra Stomper is broken with Silk. Bothered Biscuit? Have you considered Captain America, Sam Wilson, and Silk together? You're moving ping-ponging cards all the time. That's to say nothing of other move synergies that you could incorporate. Hydra Stomper is going to be really good. So we played Wiccan Quinjet, and that was like a D-. Valhalla. Luna and Penny and Bruce haven't had nerfs, so they haven't all had nerfs. This sure is a hand. This is a great hand. So I think I want the Winds of Watum, the Hood, the Winds of Watum, and Medusa mid. We have Mobius as well. I could probably cut Mobius to be a flex slot for something else, potentially to support Ultron. Hydra Stomper going to be the best card of the season for sure. Have you looked at Supreme Strange? +2 +2 power from merging end of turn, merge automatically with one of your created cards. I don't know, man. Strange Supreme kind of feels like where it's at. That's Mobius. Maybe we need some card creation. Well, I have Valentina. Luna Snow was good at 3-5. They're just pushing the envelope by buffing her. Yeah, people were not getting a handle on her. I don't think Pure Bounce move will find a place for Hydra, but Silky Smooth might be able to see play again. No, the bounce move is like on a different track. You had Viper just to be able to crush my hopes and dreams.
Opponent snapped.
Yep. Well, that's a high roll if I ever saw one. Probably should have snapped earlier, buddy. Just a tip from me to you. Perez, how's it going, mate?
3D.
You probably can't play 6 costs in this same deck as Infinite Ultron, right? Because if you're not playing stones, why play him? Yeah, but the point is that I can play him on 4 in this deck, and then I can play the stones on 5, and then I can play something else on 6. Which is why Eliath is still okay. Why does nobody snap before the big plays? I don't know. They're just being merciful today. How's the new card? I said it earlier. He's probably the worst card since Bruce Banner. 12 cards. So you are Agamotto. Opponent just gave me an idea. Supreme Junk. Eat stones. Yes, yes. That's what I'm thinking, mate. I think it'll be very good. Okay. Gorgon. Gorgon Gwenpool. Get some energy going here. Here we go. Galacta. So if I Jin, Uncle Ben, Cull. The point is that I can Jin again, images the Gwen, go wild, right? SS is also anti-junk, which means there's no point to playing junk. Well, that'll be something that I think we have to feel. Like, it has to be in my cold, clammy little hands before I discount it. Like, as the full junk counter. Because they've also done stuff like... interesting. Why are you snapping? Like, what is so good for you right now? They updated Atuma, right, as like could also be a junk counter, but then that never stuck. I don't understand why second dinner we're fine with a -4 Iron Patriot, but now a 4 cost Infinite Ultron is just too much. Bum, 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 bum. 7 power Jin, nothing to see here. 11 power Jin, you know. Well, it says your created cards, right? Does the rule of the game turn created cards you're given into your cards? Yes. If they're on your side of the board, they are considered your cards. That Taskmaster is so good, baby. Let's go. Cook them. Ciao. Snap back? Is this my chance?
Snap.
No, brother.
Victory.
I wanted you to bring it. I can't believe we got Taskmaster. That's so beautiful. Also, most of junk is just cards not created. Yeah, so the debris. Yeah, hang on. We gotta parse this out. Strange Supreme says merge one of your created cards into this. Rule lawyers in the chat. A squirrel from Squirrel Girl is or is not a created card. It hard countered debris and acid arrow, which are the core of junk. That's the thing, I don't think it hard counters debris, but it would counter acid arrow. Squirrels are considered created cards. So the segment, the difference is cards created in hand versus being created cards, right? Because Vicky hand says cards that were created in your hand have +2 power. The squirrels were created, but they were not created in your hand. So Strange will be able to gobble them, but Vicky would not buff them. Just played first game of the day. Opponent God rolled Infinite Ultron, got him down on 3, and then barely beat you. Yep. That sounds right. I just God rolled Bolts of Balthok, though. Quinjet, Bolts of Balthok, cloning Vats. Let's cook. Hey, Gringlish, how's it going, mate? I think squirrels are created. Okay, if they're created, that could be... That would mean that Supreme Strange will counter jump. Vic is the only card that has a difference based on it being specifically in your hand. Vic is the only one that has that distinction. Fascinating. Bolts. Is this a game where we actually play multiple Ultrons? I think it is. This is the... We did it, chat. We can have fun with Ultron today. I have way more energy than, you know, I ever should. And I'm going to have all the stones at my disposal. It's the same as Arsham and Thanos. The stones don't get buffed by hand because they are created in deck, but they are quote-unquote created. That makes sense. Move the lowest power enemy card here. I don't want that. On reveal, your abilities happen here twice. On reveal, your abilities happen here twice. I want the one that makes you double. Double in power. Give it to me. I want you to be cloned so that I can play you again one more time, which means I might as well do this, right? That's almost like too much energy though, and I get both of them back and then I get the 2 and I don't draw. Okay. So we play you, and then I guess I just play Call on side. It's like, fine. My opponent's being a good sport and letting us mess around with this. Atharva, how's it going, mate? I think they might do a text update to cards like Debris and Squirrel Girl, because they should be considered created cards. Yeah, we shall see. I don't know if Second Dinner feels like they owe us any should be created cards. Put a card from your hand. Add a drone. I didn't get it. Move the lowest power card. I mean that... What... second query. What location is this going to take it to? You're on reveal, this happened here twice. Put a card from your hand here. Add a drone here, set its power to Infinite Ultrons. Happen twice. Pull all cards. Give me unlimited energy. Or just give me a kill on the opponent? I guess it's probably this. To be fair, I could still do this and then pray that it hits Eliath to be able to attack him. And I'm moving these over, and then I just Eliath on the side next time. Yep. That's not what I expected would happen. Okay. So apparently Space Stone only cares about Infinite Ultron Prime and is going to move cards over there instead of Infinite Ultron clone.
Victory.
I thought it would move to the one that was played last. Or most recently. But no. I mean, it was still good. Oh, I guess it's because the stone is moving a card away. It's moving the card away from its location. So because there's an Ultron on the other location, it pushed it out. Don't think I had enough energy there? Nah, I'll try and do better. It's probably because the stone was on that location. That does, it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay. Put a tally down in the column that says we had fun with Infinite Ultron. One good game. Sandbar. Mobius, you beautiful little TVA time cop jet ski enthusiast. Oh, you're gonna make my life so much better. Celine me? TJC member for 25 months. Hello, hello. You're going on building up for the 3-year, baby. Am I going to try to ramp with a Luna wave or something? I already did. But yeah, we'll try again. One game's all you need to keep being trapped in by the bad deck. It kind of is that, you know, the one good golf shot you have on a long day at the tee pad, and you're like, that's the shot that'll keep you coming back. Alright, Ultron buddy, what you got for us? With Strange Supreme, I think that he's going to be used as a junk enabler. You can have Strange eat your own rocks from the debris while you clog up the opponent's side. He could also be good in Zoo. I mean, also, like, yeah. A lot of those 1-drops are just very efficient for power for space, but then you end up filling up all your space. So Strange eating them is going to be great. He's going to be good in Thanos, because eating the stones and clearing up space for you is going to be fantastic. I mean, that's like the easiest thing, right? Just plug him into Thanos ongoing instead of Goliath or Debris. And I guess you could tweak it a little bit, because right now that deck is using Blue Marvel, but just run Agamotto or whatever, so you don't care. I guess it's not going to be the Thanos ongoing deck, because you're also buffing the stones because they have the ongoing triggers with Spectrum. So you just run them in like a different Thanos deck, the other Thanos deck that's more point focused. And Strange Supreme eats up the stones, mops them up, scales himself. Then you have Cull as a threat in one lane, Thanos as a threat in the other lane, Strange Supreme as a threat in one lane. That'd be good. Just got here. Did I try a Surfer list yet? No. I'm not super inspired by Surfer. We could try it, I guess. But the stones don't seem like that good for Surfer. Don't forget the Infinite Ultron Thanos deck. I don't know if there's anything to forget. In the What If trailer, Strange Supreme merges with a card that Shanna pulls down. I think he eats the debris rocks. Yeah, he should. Let's go strong guy. I don't think my opponent is going to be generating cards. Good old Big Scar Thanos, run Hope as well. Something like that could be fine, yeah. I think my opponent plays here, so we jug. And then Gorgon. Hello guys, I have only one key. Should I gamble for Infinite Ultron and Cannonball or wait for the shift in the economy? You should wait for the shift in the economy. 100%. Then you just play the biggest deck in the West. Thanos, Arshem, Agamotto, Ultron. Yep. Of course. Of course. The opponent's playing Cass. Why wouldn't he be playing Cass? Magie. The Time Stone just put down a Reality Stone, but then that Reality Stone did not trigger and spawn a drone? I don't know what to tell you, mate. 99% of gamblers quit just before hitting it big. It's not just before.
Escaped.
They quit before they hit it big. At least Strong Guy's having fun. Yep, he's laughing over there. He's laughing it up, man. Like, oh, your hand size is empty? Aha, that's me. You drew one? Ah. Strong Guy's a cool card. He's one of those original, like, cards that I always like the design of. Hear me out. Pixie the Ultron, and then you could draw it and play it for cheap. Okay. My idea feels great. You go Wong Symbiote into Infinite Ultron, and then the only problem is hand size. Right. Yeah, I don't think you need the symbiote. You also don't have energy to play it. It's just like Wong, Infinite Ultron, and then you pray that you drew that Infinite Ultron gave you the card that doubles himself, and then the one that gives you a drone. Because you can play the doubling one on the Wong location, and you double Ultron twice to 24, and then you drop a big drone, right? They're gonna have to hotfix this guy. I've been watching since the beginning, and he just looks so bad. Oh, it's Gorgon. Look at that. Well, funny enough, Gorgon, you're playing against a guy who has only... Well, there it is. Here we go. Only constructed cards. Let's just Galacta out here. Maybe there's something cheeky we can do with Legion. Oh, you're also Arasham. Like, if we Aggie here, we might be able to Legion next turn and win. Okay, so Elysium plus the 1 energy location, so you can play Wong on turn 2. Then you Hyrule from there. Ah, I gotcha. Yep. Yeah, now I'm in. Oh, chat, do we snap? $12 power on Vault, 6 energy. Yeah. You always have to snap the BS Legion plays. Alright. Snap or no confidence. No, he matched. Chat, he matched. Hold on. But Infinite Ultron is terrible? Infinite Ultron is terrible. He was baited. What a fool. You played the brand new Series 5 card. I played the Legacy Series 4 card. And now the Vault locks him down. Chink doesn't exist and he can't hurt us, exactly. The Jellobot? How's it going, mate?
Victory.
I thought Infinite Ultron is like a Thanos card. Shuffle stones in the decks. Infinite Ultron just useless out here. Yep, Infinite Ultron just not ready. Needs a little more time in the oven, I think. What if we play something like Fastos? Fastos, Luna. Can we run Adam Warlock? I do think there's something there in Ultron Wong Lad. Seems like the start of a deck. What if you try to build it into his best stones? Double power Wong, maybe Shuri? Alright, I will build the deck and then we'll play it in Proving Grounds. We'll do the greedy Wong Infinite Ultron idea next. And then we'll do my Fastos idea. How long do you think it's going to be before Supreme comes out and then they drop him down to a 2-0? Discounted by Renslayer, I hear? There's always something, mate. There's always something that's like, yeah, that would kind of monkey with it. That could be kind of good. Electro and the Blink, but then the ramp benefit from Electro gets nullified so that I can't play Infinite Ultron early. You know what I'm saying? You played Ms. Marvel on middle?
Oh, snap.
Bring it. Can you walk us through the strategic play of deciding if Second Dinner will buff Infinite Ultron one day after it leaves the rotation, so the right decision is actually 4 keys this week? Yeah, the strategic decision is no. Do not buy it this week. Because if they choose to buff him once he's out of the rotation, they're also going to update the card acquisition system, so you'll be able to get him for a significant discount in the future. Okay. Let's strategize this one. I think I want a clean set of locations. And then you play bolts. So we can play to tie. But he could have redstone, I think. I guarantee you that they're gonna buff him immediately after he's gone, or like just an hour before he's gone, just like Hydra Babo. Yeah, I flip first. No.
Opponent snapped.
The Winds of Watum would have been incredible if we flip second. What's he doing? My brother. You forgot. You have to play to the other bridges to kill my cards. You had the cards. You had the cards to do so. Human Torch here, Gorgon here. You win the game. All right. I will not be proud of it, but I will take it. I don't know, man. Okay. Grab these. $8 cards in a match, sure.
Legendary.
Fill all locations, maybe someday. So Legion, you're actually like there? You're just hiding? I guess so. Here we go. It's hard to even justify using Ultron over Nick Fury to be able to fill the hand for Gohori, something like that. Yeah. Okay, so we're going Wong. Ultron. And then the idea is we grab all the stones and try and grab this one to play on the Wong location to get him to be 24 power. And then we grab, is it green stone? The one that drops a drone. This one, red stone, to create the drone that's going to copy Infinite Ultron's power. That's the play. We're also going to use magic. Give us a little bit of extra time with these guys. We are going to use... Lad. Iron Laddie. Shuri will buff Infinite Ultron, but I probably will not get the stone I need. We can run Black Panther. Symbiote is better than Shuri. Symbiote Spider-Man merges your lowest cost card here with this, and then copies his text as if it is just revealed. If I have Infinite Ultron and Symbiote Spider-Man at the same location, and I merge them, Symbiote Spider-Man then takes on 13 power, but is still called Symbiote Spider-Man, at which point Purple Stone is looking for Infinite Ultron's power. Infinite Ultron is not on the board and will not double. Scotty B, member for 24 months. We got the 2 years. Just got on. Early thoughts on Infinite Ultron. Early thoughts are he is the worst card since Bruce Banner. Taskmaster. Oh, this is the way? This is the way, baby says? She likes being a little football carry. Touchdown, baby! What's another forecast we can use? When do you have time to play Taskmaster? Or is he just for Black Panther? He is, yeah, pretty much just for Black Panther or when I use magic. I don't know, mate. It's like... It's not pretty. If we run Zabu, we can run Psylocke. And then we can try and rush to be able to get Galacta. Maybe use Zola then? But the problem is that Infinite Ultron is not on reveal double. Black Panther is on reveal double, but Infinite Ultron is spawning something else that is on reveal double. So like it's not, I don't get like the quote unquote redundancy bolstering. Maybe we just cut it. Like cut that and instead run something else that scales base of on reveal, right? Like what if we run Sage? There's a world where you could do like Sage, Renslayer, Taskmaster, stuff like that. We all know at some point Second Dinner is going to buff this card. I hope so. Just run Luna for even more ramp. Luna for even more ramp. No, I kind of like... Because we have so many 4s. Luna doesn't play super nice into 4s. She plays nice into 5s. Oh, it could be... Shuri... Shuri Black Panther. The fun thing is that Sage is good with the Infinite Ultron Stone on reveal abilities count double. Or happen twice, whatever you want to say. Festus. Cut Luna. Run a value 2 cost. Just give me something to do in the early game, right? Otherwise my deck is super heavy. What do we like is just a 2 cost. Forge? Forge? I hear you with the Forge. Penny could be playable too. Penny would give me another merge. Penny would also give me the ability to potentially move one of our cards. Oh, Frosted Glass. I think I like Mechanic. Just join. I'm guessing from the title Infinite Ultron is not very good. You're welcome to watch along for a little bit here, mate. It's been pretty rough. What if we played, like, do you want to run Adam Warlock in this deck? It could be cut Black Panther and Shuri, run Adam Warlock, and something that's tempo, right? So it's like Fastos, tempo cards, you get those rushing, and then you play the Infinite Ultron as like a 4-6 or a 5-8, and either of those feel better. He might work with the Vicky hand decks. We tried that. The problem is you're adding a inconsistent tool into a deck that is already inconsistent, right? Because you live and die by the Vicky hand, and then putting Infinite Ultron in there, you're taking up your 5 cost turn, your turn 5, and then you're generating these random stones. Could just go Adam into Gladiator or Zemo. Yeah. What if they buff him to a 4 cost? Like a 4-6, like just fully take a point off? It'd be more interesting. Having the utility of the stones and then enough time to actually play them is a big issue with him right now. Luke says we probably need Quinjet to make him work. Well, we tried Quinjet in 2 of our decks already, Luke, and now we're trying to see if we actually need Wong to make him work. Okay, fun. Yeah, Forge. Forge into Fastos. Let's see if we can get the draw going here. After testing Ultron, worth the purchase? No. Ultron is not worth the purchase. I have no board space. So I think then it's Fastos over here. Maybe Iron Lad mid in this position. See what we hit. Wave and Sarah are maybes. How do you make Sarah work? You have to have magic. And then it's like also pretty tough. There hasn't been a Sarah magic deck in a while. So we're ready to double whatever we want middle. Now I'm regretting cutting Taskmaster. But it could just be Sage middle and then Psylocke for some extra energy. Get us in a position where I can use this Shuri to double something. Let's see. Do you have more constraints now? Any 4 costs is a potential 3. They do have more constraints now. Any 4 costs is a potential 3 cost with Zabu. The thing is, I'm kind of okay with him being a 3 cost too. We're actually at that point. You think he has Blue Marvel? He does.
Wakanda forever!
Turn 1 Zabu, snap. Turn 3 Infinite Ultron, easy dubs. I don't think it is. Turn 3 Infinite Ultron just gave you some of these garbage stones earlier. Sarah magic, wave magic, then you have 3 turns to use the stones. Quinjet Wong as well. Yup. I mean, you're building around the stones to such an extent that like I think they're gonna let you down. And it's actually hard to get all the combo pieces in there to support them anyway. Viewer battle today, as long as I can play something other than Infinite Ultron, I probably will want a palette cleanser. Me using my only 3 keys to get Cannonball and then not playing Cannonball. Yep, that's what you want. Not any of this other stuff. Interesting. Get Destroyer on the winning side. Don't mind if I do. Destroyer. Well, 16 is more valuable than all the cards we lost. So it's something. How's the kiddo doing? Kiddo's doing great. Teddy Jr. is loving life. We Fastos the Rock. Let's Shuri. See what we top deck. Can always play for Iron Lad. Teddy may do hours of viewer battles just to avoid this card. Oh, we'll go back to ladder, I promise. We just need this deck to do the thing. And honestly, a Zoo matchup is kind of a nice pace for us. That's more our speed. So his flaw is that once you play Infinite Ultron, you have to commit to him. And only him and his stones to do anything. Well, yes. The second flaw is that simultaneous to that, if you commit to him and playing his stones to do anything, it turns out the stones don't do enough. You would be better off not using the stones. Okay, hang on. Blue Marvel plus something scales you by 6. Maybe 8. I still win. Okay. Ed trying to rally the likes for the stream. Yes, it helps us a lot. I don't have Cannonball, not even Pixie. Should I use all 4 keys? I have the Scream decks. You definitely want Cannonball. Cannonball's an incredible card.
Victory.
Cannonball is a very important card. Pixie is not an important card. And then you can take your pick on the philosophy of trying to get Infinite Ultron now. Anticipating a buff or someone managing to hack the card and build a successful deck. I don't know what's the last time I used Cannonball. I was playing a lot of Scream recently. I like it. Very good. Very good stuff. Because they have... oh boy. Well... I was gonna say, because they're running Kyera, we need to magic the Rickety Bridge. Now... Kiln is gonna lock down as well. His stones seem good though, only problem I see is that they're a bit costly. Filani, describe to me one of the good stones. I'm just curious. I mean, we can magic, but we're like running out of time here. If the stones would cost 2, then you could at least start cooking. Yep. The stone stat lines, like the abilities are interesting, but the abilities look like they belong on 2 or 1 cost cards, right?
Opponent snapped.
Timmy's snapping on us. Is his last hidden card? Oh, I was hiding it. Opponent tracker. Is his last hidden card like a Scarlet Witch? Or is it just he thinks the Sunspot can scale infinitely and win? Infinite Ultron always catching the Silver Sable strays as well. Really unfortunate for us. Just go wave Infinite Ultron,
Escaped.
magic, Zola, into Mind Stone, and then double it up. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. The abilities belong on 4 cost cards, obviously. I guess that is the nuance, right? Some of the abilities sound good if the stones were released on their own. But when they're released on cards that can only be played on turns 5, 6, and 7, depending on how aggressively you chase rushing them to the board, then their abilities are not nearly as good. Magic the Gathering Timmy player? Who knows? This Timmy isn't sus. I just want a Fastos, buffed Infinite Ultron, dropping to the board early. We also, throughout all of our testing, have not yet gotten the deck to do the thing. And the thing is, double Ultron's power, drop a drone equal to that power. The best buff could also be just some of the reworks, like get rid of the one that moves an opponent's card. That one is a letdown for sure. They got Loki in there. Ooh, they could play Infinite Ultron now. Alright, let's sit back. See what we can get to happen. How could they buff Ultron to be stronger? They could either take a cost off of Ultron and every single stone, or they could add some power to all of them. But especially I feel like the stones should be standard. Like I'm okay with Infinite Ultron being a 5/6, but it's way more interesting if those stones that come into hand are like superstars. He can't play to Xandar, so let's do this. Put the Ant-Man here. It's a buff. Then Forge Me. This will stack the buffs on the next card. Infinite Ultron. Infinite Ultron. Top deck. Okay. I mean, we're gonna win this one, but
Victory.
I can't watch this anymore. Have a good one, man. I'll see you next week, mate. If Ultron cost 3 and the stones costed 2, that would be like one of the biggest buffs in Snap history. Biggest buffs in Snap history. What are some of the other biggest buffs in Snap history? They made Shadow King a 2 cost after being a 4 cost, so that would have to be up there as well, right? That's probably the one in contention for the most buffed card. Card that had its cost cut in half while the ability stayed the same. If they rework the stones to be like Thanos and then start in your deck, it would also be better. It would be interesting. Okay, so Infinite Ultron is here. Okay, so the play pattern is Magic. Magic into Galacta into Infinite Ultron. Infinite Ultron gets buffed. Shadow King was a 3 cost in between being a 4 and a 2 cost. Yeah, so he didn't go straight to 2, but he successively stepped down. I'm gonna give 8, you just hit it. Wong into Infinite Ultron, and then you got the power double and the reality drop the drone. Oh, it's there. It's teasing us, chat. My problem here is even if I play Infinite Ultron, I don't have enough hand space. So what I actually need to do is play... Ooh, I have to get rid of 2 cards. So let's go Fastos into Forge. Oh man. It's hard to not just say that like playing Black Panther and then final turn Wong Sage is not better, right? Shadow King's ability was also buffed subsequently because it worked outside of Luke Cage. True. So Shadow King, I think Shadow King currently, like from release version of the card to current Shadow King, the most buffed card in the game. It was over a like a large span of time, but it eventually got there. Super Ultron. discount with the Zabu. See what stones we get. If I can just get one of either double his power or drop the drone. At 11 power, it's pretty good. Okay, green is double, right? Nope, put a card from your hand. Switch for your full locations. We got neither. We got neither of the stones that we wanted. My deck is empty, so Iron Lad does nothing. It still might be the best for the power. You want purple, red, debatably yellow. Yeah. What if one of the stones had the old Spidey ability? Oh, dude, all the Infinite Ultron stones could have the abilities of cards that have been then removed from the game. So it could have the old Spider-Man ability. It could have... It's hard to say like the original Professor X ability because that ability is still very similar to what it was before. It could have the original Arrow ability. What else would it have? Oh, the original Eliath ability? Okay, now we're cooking. Can Scar pull Infinite Ultron, please? What if you could choose which stones you wanted to draw? Good or not good? Yeah, if you could just explicitly pick them, then it'd be probably too good. It's funny that Shadow King has only lost 1 power in his total from release while dropping 2 whole energy points. Yep. It's got buffed so much. But he was just completely unplayable before. It was horrible. Okay. Got the... I guess we go to Feast. Because then that will give me extra energy to play Infinite Ultron. But what I really want is Wong. We need a skin that's going to be called Pooltron. All the stones are the billiard balls. That would be fun, playing pool with all the infinity stones. Free forward, GZ dubs. Yep, forge into buffed rock. High-powered gaming. Okay, here we go. Actually, no. Interesting. I guess I don't really care about the extra energy. If the opponent gives it to us, great. If not, fine. Wong into Infinite Ultron. It's happened. Forge into Rock is kind of the high roll for the deck. I won't refute you. There we go. 3 stones, because that's what we have space in hand for. I think we'd be a little better off without Black Panther. And probably without Shuri as well. Make things cheaper, run Adam Warlock and Tempo. I think that's the way that we go. What would you sub out for Sage and Iron Lad? Okay. So I didn't get purple or red. I got nothing of what we wanted. I lay down. I lay down and die. All right. So we got walloped by Zoo. We never hit the combo. Let's refine. Trim things down. We need Warlock. With 3 4s, Zabu's still playable, right? I think he is. I guess we could cut magic too. Tempo off of Adam Warlock. We're in conjunction with, so we run like Lizard. Kahori Wong for the dubs. Is the deck just not wide enough? I mean, Sage is probably like a cut for Gladiator, and then Iron Lad is a cut for what's something punchy at like a 4-drop. Iron Lad could be Jubilee, that way you still thin through the deck. Yeah. Just got triple Mind Stone plus green plus purple, and then no red. Oh no. Run Lockjaw to be able to cycle? No, I don't think we want Lockjaw. I want to be able to draw through, like, play through Adam Warlock Fastos early game, and then get into the Infinite Ultron end game. That's the plan. I got plenty of ways to rush Galacta, Iron Lad, Wong. So what's another payout of the on reveal? I guess it could be Ironheart. That has us going a little bit wider. Nakia would buff what's in hand, but she's bad. Just play Pixie here. All my costs are close enough to the same. Like, Pixie is good when you have a lot of 1s and a lot of 6s and not a lot in between, right? Or just more of a spread, whereas we're capping off at only 1/5, and then there's not too much on the cheaper side of things. Play Jubilee, White Tiger, Dr. Doom. Yeah. Maybe it's Dr. Doom on the Wong. Wiccan for that 1 in 10 games extra energy. We already tried Wiccan. Okay. Zola would still be an option. Yeah, but then, like, I should just play Wong Black Panther, right? What does Doom do for the deck? Give me a win condition. Gives me an out from playing the stones if Ultron creates bad stones. Or sorry, not if. When Ultron creates bad stones, I can play something else on turn 6 that would actually add value. Maybe we should try the Vicky hand decks again. If some of the other top players are trying it, we can see. Okay. Adam. Play you here. Hold on. Oh, White Palace gave them my Infinite Ultron. We got blue and orange. Blue would move one of these cards here. So then all I have to do is play another card here. And hope that he doesn't play mid. And we win. Nope, we die. And again. Nope, we're currently tied. Never mind. To 20. Location is full. We win these.
Victory.
Oh, it's so funny. He got yellow into green and whiffed. Pulled 2 power off of that. Even got the Vicky buffing this and still died. Incredible. Gonna use Gwenpool. Is that a good sub? Yeah. Gwenpool is good with this. Anything that's putting power on Infinite Ultron is what you want. They can't believe we did that. We're below rank 200 again? Yo. One time the opponent loses when he gets the Ultron and then tries to use it. Exactly. It's the the opponent trying to use Ultron is what gave us the win. He really that was just a tactical error that was no coming back from. What happened to the location? Was there a ghost filling it? What? But imagine if it had pulled like Black Panther instead. Yeah, they could have pulled something much better. I think. I mean, because it was tied and he literally pulled a 0 and a 2, there's an enormously higher number of scenarios where he wrecks us. I guess I want to forge into Fastos. The Space Stone moves cards to Ultron, not to the Space Stone? Yes. Yeah, Umbre, the blue stone is trying to move a card away from itself to Ultron, and so that's what was happening. Like this. Arisha. No, the Zabu discount. Interesting, because I do have Dr. Doom. I can wait and drop a Doombot on him. Remember, it fills, debuffs a lizard. It's just enough. Ooh, here we go, here we go. So we do this. It's actually better to do this, right? Because then I get the 2 energy to reap the pay for lizard, and then I'm just playing Dr. Doom on the side. I get the 2 Doombots, Doombot here, debuff lizard, lizard here. Yeah. Okay. Basically playing once a week now while watching me. That being said, I did climb from 63 to 73 playing this long combo deck. Not bad at all. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. You might make Infinite, yeah, just with the Team Teddy streams.
Doom rules all. Doom rules all.
Okay, Mr. Sinister for nothing. Yep. Shang. Sage. Surfer.
Victory.
Let's get it. Play at least 8 cards. We play 8 cards. We could do this. Baby's upset with the deck choice. Yep. She's giving me advice over there. I just don't understand I can't understand her. She's having trouble articulating it. Oh, yes. Finally. Oh, yes.
Mastery. Mastery.
Rocket and Hawket. Let's update the Rocket before I forget. Dang it, they haven't put that in yet. I've been waiting for one of these variants. Mini Teddy wants to be on stream. You know it. She's ready to start saying hello. Hello, chat. Okay, so far we've actually been winning with this deck. Still waiting though for the deck to do the thing. The Wong and the Ultron. I'm just talking. I hear you, Babby. I hear you, Babby. Biotomos. Scar Grand Prix. So I think it's like Fastos. Play Iron Lad on the Scar Grand Prix next turn. Wow, Typhoid. Oh, created by Arasham. Okay. Fair enough. But now we've got Galacta, who's both cheaper because of Zabu and buffed because of Fastos. I love that. The Legion Fisk Tower to take away our power buff. We get Forge. Interesting, interesting. So what if I play Wong into Forge? Then I can like super buff. Gonna destroy your Typhoid Mary? I can like super buff the Lizard and play Sage or something like this. Because Forge is adding 4, you're adding 3. Yep. I could also just do Doctor Doom though. Well, no I can't. Because then I still lose here. But if it's a Lizard and Sage, I think Sage at, oh, but you're 7. So it's 1, 2, 3, 6, 12, 13, 14. 14 to 25 does win. So this would get it. Oh, he played mid. Ishan. Whew. The Umbaka scared me. The Umbaka scared me, man. What's cool about Iron Lad is that if you hit Infinite Ultron, you can play Infinite Ultron on the next turn, and then you get way more stones to be able to have in your selection. The bad news is that your doubling only happens once you get to Infinite Ultron. Yes. Is this like Black Panther Umbaku? Interesting. It's a very beautiful card. I'm just astonished that you invested so heavily in Umbaku. I think that reason Quinjet's feeling a little bit mandatory lets you play 3 stones. Or you can leverage Grandmaster. True. You hold Grandmaster for another way to be able to double the stone effects. Remember the time when there was super buffed Umbaku with Blink was a thing for a little while? Super buffed Umbaku was a thing with the Blink. Oh yeah, you could play the Umbaku, put it back in deck, and then... Well, you would buff it, you'd put it back in deck, and then it would hop back out. Yeah. For free. I remember. Bano, how's it going, mate? How are we feeling about Infinite Ultron? Horrible. It's a really, really bad card. Lizard, Fastos. Not gonna lie, you expected him to be underpowered, but not quite this bad. It's been really bad. Let's play Fastos. We don't have Infinite Ultron in hand yet. Acid Arrow. Mirage takes our Adam. I wonder if I just need to Wong here, because I can make a comeback on mid with like Adam Sage. Yo, Teddy, have we tried Infinite Ultron in a Surfer list by chance? In a weird way, he seems to fit quite a bit. He's generating 3 costs. He is generating 3 costs. And a lot of the Surfer decks are already running a little bit of an energy cheat. So there could be something there. I haven't tried it yet. that just... It's hard to imagine it being better than the other things Surfer can do, you know? The gods had mercy on me. I tried for Pixie because I was kind of iffy about Ultron too, and then you got her. Alright, nice, nice. Just upping his power isn't enough. What if they made him a 4 cost? Would that be broken? I don't think it would be broken. It would be actually more in line with what would be good. How are we winning any other locations? Like, do I play Forge to buff the Sage to win mid, or do I play Sage to win mid? It's buffing by what? Not that much. I kind of... Well, the 4 doesn't give it a unique power either. The 0 would, though. Is it just this? That way I gotta keep up with the scaling as well. Okay, you played Infinite Ultron. And that will be your downfall. Buff, buff. Buff, buff, card me. Wrecked. If he got the correct stone, he does win. You could be Dr. Doom, which is very nice. So... Pop. Pop. Maybe just pop, pop, and then pop. Five more likes for 50. Let's go. Matthias, how's it going, mate? Is Infinite Ultron any good? No. Not any good. So far, my wins have been in games where my opponents have made the mistake of playing Infinite Ultron. Truly a catastrophic tactical error. Dang it. I wanted Dr. Doom to get hit by Iron Lad here. Instead, we get Infinite Ultron, who's at the bottom of our deck. And we just hope that he didn't get the stone that doubles Infinite Ultron. By 6, by 9. Ouch. So close, man. So close. I really wish they would give rewards for ranks post-Infinite. After hitting Infinite and doing all the daily missions, I just have no reason to play. Really? I mean, so you just want like a token of like, hey, you hit top 5,000, top, you know, like every increment of 1,000, you get like a cool thing. I thought it would be nice. Like, what if? Okay, I think I have my pitch for you, Conservative Carnage. What if this avatar border, you get an avatar border of a specific color based on your rank from the previous season? And they get more and more gilded and fancy the higher your rank is. But they're temporary. They expire on the next season. So it's not like you build up a metal rack of garbage. You know what, honestly? There's enough user interface space. They could have a large one that shows you like your finishes in the last 3 seasons. And then they update. So after 3 seasons, they decay and you get a new one added. So you could see someone's like, oh, they were rank 1,000. Then they were rank 500, then they were rank 2,000. It'd be interesting. I've always thought they should do more with the avatar border. Because like, Gwent had a good system of like, you got a gilded avatar based on how well you did. You know people were chasing those. What reason do people have to go for really high ranks? Yeah, it's just the love of playing the game. I think people undervalue just how high ranked top 200 is. Thanks, I'ma give aid. I appreciate that, mate. Little confidence boost for us. People are definitely undervaluing us. We're really out here doing it. This guy has... You got Vicky Hand from Arishem and Ultron. Lucky, lucky. Meanwhile, we don't get our Infinite Ultron. After I've literally constructed my deck to be able to do nothing better than generate Infinite Ultrons. How about this? If you hit Infinite, high Infinite, your Ultron will transform into Infinite Ultron for free. You have to be able to play with a handicap. All Mojo World? Buddy, I don't know if you thought this one through. Can I put down more than 10 power on left? I can with Sage. And then it's like play this kind of thing. That way just like card counts, I should come out ahead, right? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. That's a lot on Sage. And then she's getting the Galacta buff, and Forge is then giving the buff to the Sentinel. I don't know if Electrocutioner? Thought this went through. I can with Doom. I don't get 10 on left on Doom. I get 5. Or you're saying... Yeah, but even if I use Forge on it... No, I could get exactly... Oh, hang on. You're right. It's like this. Tie. Pop, pop, pop. I don't know if this is better, but it's different. Unless he has a lot of token generators, we should be fine.
Rules all.
Never before seen. You literally got the perfect match. Wow. So we've been playing for almost 3 hours. We've never gotten that combination. Man. You got stuck in an Armzola loop. Your game is just stuck on the fast forwarding forever. Oh no, not like this. They should make an Infinite Doom and Infinite Squirrel Girl now. Based on what? Are there comic appearances of these characters having the entire gauntlet? Is this from like the comic run of What If? Forget Infinite Squirrel Girl. They should just release Tippy Toe as a character. Who is Tippy Toe? Had to close out the game and then somehow won. 10 of 10 would recommend. That's incredible. The stone that just moves a card to Ultron seems so bad. It is bad. It both seems bad and it is bad. Tippy Toe Squirrel Girl is favorite squirrel. Ah, gotcha. Oh, Squirrel Girl's favorite squirrel is called Tippy Toe. Has its own distinct character. Incredible. Doreen's the best squirrel? Gotcha. Amazing. Interesting. You Freya'd the wolf. But I have no cards that you can use to benefit from this. Okay, I'll do this. Silver Sam. Cuts up X23. Now, I know we don't get to use the stones, but I'm still tempted. If I play here, I get the Madripoor buff, but if I play like... If I play here, I get the Galacta buff. Then I can play the Forge. I seem to be having so much fun today. Yeah. I'm definitely having fun. Doreen is Squirrel Girl's name? Okay. Forge plus Galacta. Juggernaut. Move it. They could still give us another Emperor Doom, make him really strong. Be interesting. I mean, yeah, I wonder if they're gonna have this new, like, MCU version of Doctor Doom. Be a different variant. Or something that we would get a card for. Okay. Juggernaut wins again. Juggernaut wins again. That Iron Patriot's looking sick. Yep. Black matte noir. A little bit of neon kickers. Wonder how badly Firestar broke the game that they had to just remove her, and then they don't even talk about the rework or re-implementation. Yeah, the bounce with her would have been insane. So is this, Chad, am I getting lucky or is this actually a playable deck? It's playable, it's just that Ultron is not needed. Yep. I don't think we have, I don't think we've utilized Ultron in a little while. Biggest complaint from Snap this year: the nerf to Red Wing. He went from a great bounce card to just whatever he currently is. Here's the thing. I actually like Red Wing's current ability. The idea of being able to thin something from hand is like something that I think Snap has been needing. It's just, yeah, on Red Wing, like, is very lackluster. Can I explain Infinite Ultron? He is a high-cost way to occasionally give you a combo of cards that slightly synergize with your other cards and produce a mediocre payoff if he is not disrupted. Did I miss anything, chat? I like his ability, but I liked his ability before. Yeah, like, the card's implementation from before was going to be really strong, and so missing out on that is a disappointment. But I'm glad that they created a card that thins from hand. I think that's cool. Something we've been needing. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to punch through Necrotia here. Actually, with Sage, we could, right? So it's like this. Forge. Yeah, why not just forge over here? You get more forging for the forge. This. You think I oversold him? Nah, sorry. My bad, guys. It's hard to focus sometimes on stream.
Rules all.
Interesting. Just played Dr. Doom. Well, there he is, but too late to do anything.
Victory.
The play was going to be Sage, Super Scale Necrotia to the win, and then Phil left to make sure that we could hold out on Mojo World. Infinite Ultron is a get with 5,000 tokens with bad luck. Yeah, Infinite Ultron is the card that's going to be in the snap packs that you're like, oh no, I got Infinite Ultron. You're crossing your fingers. It's like, please, please give me Hydra Stomper, Hydra Stomper, Infinite Ultron. It does explain why Peggy instead of Infinite Ultron was the season pass card. Yeah, Infinite Ultron needed a little more time in the kitchen. A little more time in the oven. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with Peggy going down to like a 3 cost though. I feel like this season of Snap, they were just like wildly out of line in terms of card balance. Well, Goliath and Kahori are the 2 balanced cards. Captain Carter is significantly too weak. Infinite Ultron is incredibly weak. Strange Supreme, my guess, is going to be too strong, and Hydra Stomper is going to be too strong. Peggy at 3 cost would just be too good with Surfer. Yeah, make her at 3-2. That way the payout is not like obscene, but it's still good. Warlock me? What if it actually happened and created the Hulk? So we'll go here. You think Peggy is alright? I feel like Peggy's just asking like this. There's too many things that need to go right for Peggy to work well. You feel like a lot of other cards are kind of restricting the designs from this month. Yeah, I wonder if the developers were too cagey about making, you know, Peggy a 3-cost because of all the 3-cost synergies, or they were too cagey about making Infinite Ultron cheaper because of all the ways that you can ramp energy, or they were too cagey about making it more powerful because of all the ways that you can buff cards. I don't know. Peggy Moonstone would be too good. See, that's the thing, is I think Peggy Moonstone is fine, you know, it's only affecting one lane. Let's go Wong. Card actually feels pretty great. Tribunal Iron Man deck. Been really good for Conquest, as long as they don't have Enchantress. Nice, nice. We've kind of hit a problem, chat, in that Adam Warlock has been working too good so that by the time we get to Infinite Ultron, I don't have hand space to do anything with the stones. So instead, we're just playing like Wong shenanigan tricks. Not that there's anything too wrong with that. Let's see what happens. What about the Prodigy? Do you think he'll have Peggy Synergy? Or it's going to be played without her? Gonna have to remind myself on that data mine.
For the future.
On reveal, if this is in the back row, copy the text of the card in front of it. No. You want him to clip like Vicky Hand or... What else would be something that's like... Actually, it's probably just an on-reveal one. Copy the text of a... Yeah, you want it to copy like an on-reveal. It's like maybe being able to get Gwenpool later on, right? You play something. You play Gwenpool, you play something else, then you play Prodigy. So yeah, it's like Gwenpool on 4, and then it's a 2 and a 3. Oh wait, Prodigy repeats a Gwenpool, and you had the 2 do something else. Something like that. I think we're dead because of the Magneto stack. Yeah, we lost the Wong as well there, so. Though, if we were feeling like a wild child, we'd do this. Oh, because I also have Lizard. True, true, true. So 4, 2, 2, 5. I know, bro. You should not have played Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner, very weak card. Do this. Don't snap to play it.
Doom rules all.
Doc Doom, one more chance for Bruce Banner to be the hero. Sage! Ah! Finally happened. Okay. Deck was actually playable. I'ma give it a B. I think it's fine. Because we've had so many people interested. Let's go Surfer for a little bit. Does it mean Banner may be better than Ultron? No. We just didn't get it at the right time. Man, I feel like Isan is still something here. Maybe it's no magic. Maybe instead you do Wave. We're not really leveraging the Wiccan. Okay, so it's like Wave or Luna. Cut Psylocke. Cut Quick Silver. You ramp up into Infinite Ultron and Isan. You got Coulson White Queen. Iron Lad lets you fish. Okay, okay. Two more spots. What if you don't have Luna? Then you run Hope. Hope Summers. You think they should bring back the 5-cost Taskmaster? Yeah, whatever they were like, they said Taskmaster had synergy with something that was not yet released that meant that they needed to bring it up to a 6 cost. I think it was Renslayer. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I don't think it'd be too bad. There's something else. It was like a bounce card to move a card. But yeah, make him a 5-cost again, please. Oh, was it Freya? Isan down to 5, so that's fun. Quinjet gives us a discount as well. Butimos, Winds of Wittum, Temporal Manipulation, Kangaroo Breakdancer, one of the best players in the world. Yeah, another thing about it, even if you could Peggy into Moonstone, into Prodigy, into something else, it's just so expensive, right? Like it is a big combo, but I don't know, it's so much investment in a single lane, like if it actually is a threat to the balance of the game as a whole. There have always been crazy ways that you can win an individual lane. Okay. Random jug. That's why you play Tribunal? I guess so. The Thanos is pretty cool. Okay, so here's like King Eitri, Kate, right? And then we're gonna play Isan on left. Imagine if you had that and then a 1-cost into Taskmaster on the last turn. Oh, because it would all stack, sure, and then Taskmaster plays. I gotcha. They played Jug to be able to score Wiccan. That makes more sense. Yeah, the water background is pretty rare, but I actually like it quite a bit. Yes, images. And it looks good on the stones.
All
what also
systems
is
go.
cool. It shows through a little bit. It looks nice. Okay. Agamotto. As long as no Shang, we're fine. But if he has Shang, we're dead. Because 16 power mid should always win. And then, yeah. Alright, we got it.
Victory.
If he's unpulled images, amazing. If he's unpulled basic, we were still had such an advantage. Have I tried Infinite Ultron Arsham? Yep. The shell of Arsham is just like good enough that you can play Infinite Ultron in there. I don't know if Infinite Ultron is making that deck much better, per se, but... Wow! This is a hand. We probably do not need the Collector, right? The Collector is a bit of a waste of space. We're not going to buff him by enough to justify playing him instead of many of our other 2-drops. So it's like bolts on 3. That gives you 8 energy on 4 to play Agamotto on Krakoa and then White Queen. Never mind, we full pass. Annoying. Yeah. Okay, so we bolts. We bolts and we could also ease on here. My buddy? You knew that redstone wasn't gonna work, right?
Oh, snap.
Right? No? Okay.
Victory.
You played Cosmo. I wonder if it was a misclick or something. Spirit Molecule. Man, it's been a while. Teddy, much love, brother. Miss playing Snap. How's it been? It's been doing good, mate. It's been doing good. You're selling AI music over on Fiverr. Interesting, interesting. As like you are generating different vibes, or you get commissions to like create parodies. The embarrassed retreat's so relatable, I know. Anytime you want to move Collapsed Mine second dinner, we're all going to be happy about it. Collapsed Mine, I feel like there needs to be just a little bit more of a value proposition of not passing, you know? So maybe it shouldn't fill with rocks. Maybe it should just be like 3 rocks. Reimagining songs for people, mixing and mastering them as well. Interesting. Let's play Let's play Quinjet to get the draw. And just hope that we don't draw Agamotto. Because we hold Temporal. We want to tutor him out. Perfect. So we play this. We tutor Agamotto. And we get another draw as well. Hopefully this is not Agamotto. Perfect. But 3 rocks is basically just 2 squirrels all over again. It's just so similar. Yeah, but this one has a mechanic to be able to get rid of said rocks if you sacrifice your play. Or you could choose not to if you want to push through and try, and you think that you can win the location with only a single card. White Queen me. this, we only changed a few things, but this could be a deck. There's something here. What if Collapse Mine filled with Vibraniums, but kept that they don't get destroyed effect if you skip a turn? Dang it, we're getting Ebony Maw. Tuka, what are you doing out over there? Tuka, what is that deck? So if I Luna, I get a turn of ramp, at which point I play Isan. Isan is able to pull either Misery or Images. This one pops. Okay, maybe it's playable here. I think Global Snap will go in a different direction, but it is a near draft mode. What? I still love this addition to the music playlist. Perfect. Yeah. God of War. Interesting. We win. It's a 1 cost that cannot be broken by Kyera. Oh, let's go. We take these. Oh, but this could pull bolts. I kind of want to keep bolts. My buddy, don't you realize you're locked out? So I can pull Misery, bolts, or images. If it pulls images, I don't know if that second Isan also pulls. Maybe it's fine. Tuka, what are you ranked? 1000? Alright, I'm gonna respect the snap. Do you think he has Shang chat? I think I win if he doesn't. Oh, that was not wins, that was bolts. Or sorry. What just happened? That was bolts, not wins. That's what it was. And actually I would lose anyway, because he did play Luna. Alright. They got us. Umbre, you have a good one, mate? At Teddy, if Infinite Ultron awarded you all the stones instead of just 2, would players pretty much always play the same turn 6 combo? Yeah, it would be double Ultron and then play the drone to copy his power. Sadly, there's no music on YouTube. I don't know how Twitch gets away with copyright stuff. Then again, streamers watch whole seasons of shows there. I mean, I'm on YouTube right now with this music. But yeah, I can't play I can't play like Shinedown or whatever. You know, and chat, anybody listening to Carnival Palace? That was my latest obsession. I can't play those guys. They get away with it on Twitch because they have a setting where you can save the VOD without music. So what you listen to live, they're not able to enforce, but then in the saved version, it's silent. And the Twitch streamers don't care about what their VODs do because no one watches VODs on Twitch. Let's go Wave because we got Wave into Isan here. Never heard of Carnival Palace? Alright. They didn't seem like they were that big, but they're fun. They're like a blend of they're different Paris. So it's a split of like Eurobeat, but it's more like jazz. And then the chick doing the vocals has some like fast talking pop rap that she does, so it's like a big amalgamation of styles. So we're gonna pull images potentially. Let's drop Aggie and Kate. You know what? Hang on. We should drop Kate here in case we do pull images, so we at least get something going on. Okay, well. Hold on. Quinjet, images, pull Pim for free. I can just play Pim. I play Pim so I buff the basic arrow. That's it. Binger? Binger, what are you doing? What are you doing? Probably heard it if you've seen John Wick, but one of your favorite lesser known songs is Think by Kaleida. I would probably know what you're talking about if I heard it. Alright, get that gore scaling, baby. Nope, that won't do it. Sage? Nope. Not even close.
Victory.
Chat, have we done it? Have we found, like, but again, like, we're not playing Infinite Ultron. I'm just playing deck shells around Infinite Ultron. We've finally found a few shells that are so good they can sustain the loss of a card slot. But this does feel like there's something here. The Isan, pull the stones because we think the stones are overpriced, but I can pull them for free. And we should finally get rid of Collector. We're not using Collector. We've actually found a deck shell that can sustain the loss of 2 card slots. That is probably just Vicky. Victoria, I'm sorry. Gotta use proper names here. But she's just gonna be more power. We generate enough little extras that it's fun to have the buffs. We're not fully indexing into her with Freya. Yeah, I kind of like it. You might also be able to do Fastos. I'm pretty sure they wrote the rules of Fastos interacting with the spells is that Fastos guarantees an energy discount. I think it would be fun if they started implementing cards that take more location spaces, like a giant card that takes 2 or even 4 slots. Yeah, so like card size would be a potential factor. It's interesting to consider. I have thought it would be fun to have, you know, that assembling Exodia moment, right? But in Snap. Does temporal manipulation trigger Vormir anymore, chat? One thing I see with Snap that I've noticed, they'll release a card. It won't seem that great, but then they'll plan ahead. So in a month or 2 or 3 later, then a new card comes out that really boosts that other one. Yeah, it's like a nested value proposition kind of thing. So if I go Bolts, I'll have 6, which will let me play Isan and start churning through stuff for free. Golden Prism looks so dang good. Golden Prism is fun. Oh, actually I have 7. Never mind. I still play it? Yeah. Give them the rock. Dieterich, how you doing? The thing is, I like the idea of like a build your own combo card. Not that the card necessarily like guarantees that it takes 2 spaces, but something like, wow, you went all in. Okay. Well, you can move the shield away, I suppose, so that's fine. Some kind of effect. Because right now we have merge, and then they only take up 1 card space, but something where the cards would like... The English vocabulary would be say they would merge, but they wouldn't combine board spaces. They would just like continue to add power to each other. They like fuse together and get played to the same location. I guess that's what I want. I want to build your own Doctor Doom 99. You play a Doombot, or a Sentinel, right? It's like Sentinel generates Sentinel back to hand, but I want that Sentinel to also have a mechanic where it buffs all other Sentinels at his location. So I play him, he comes back, I play it to the same location, it comes back, I play it to the same location, and I keep going if I have the energy distribution to try it. We should Agent Coulson, right? Get our freebies. Yeah, chain. Yeah, that's what I want. Voltron. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for. I want a Voltron. I just think it would be neat. Isan pulling wins is like kind of important. But then again, I could just play wins if I do this. Yeah, maybe that's... Yeah, this is fine. Play 4 Sentinels, get a Master Mold. But don't make the Master Mold actually a good ability. Right? I mean, doesn't that just make both thematic sense and competitive snap sense? Black Gilded is really good, so is just Gilded though. Oh, Black Prism and Black Gilded. Yeah, they've got some pretty incredible card art at the moment. ATM. Interesting. So if we Infinite Ultron, I then get a stone that will be pulled to Isan's location. You buff by 5. So I'm going up 11. Let's try it. Boom. Red and green. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cooked, I'm afraid. Redstone with no space. It would have summoned a drone. Right? Add a drone here. Set his power to Infinite Ultrons. That was for 4? We should have left. What was I thinking? I should not have taken that for 4. I was playing that for 2 in my mind. That's terrible. Play 6 1-cost Sentinel, spawn a 5-cost Invulnerable Master Mold with 22 power in hand. Yeah, see something like that. Play 4 agents, transform them into a giant helicarrier, destroy a random card on the opponent's side every turn. Right. The Infinity Master Mold. I hope that never existed and Marvel Marvel's line. Infinite Ultron's bad enough. Conservative Carnage, I never will. Normally the art of the streamer trade is you never say never, but I'll give you that one. Let's go Coulson and play the Mirror Dimension before it becomes Quantum Realm. Oh, it's Tuca again. Tuca's playing the ramp and he has like Blink and Cersei. Blink and Cersei. Give me the king, play bolts. Ramp my energy. But what would Infinite M'Baku have for his powers? The unlimited ability to protect the Mountain Clan. Summon Winds of Watum to hand. Winds of Watum will allow me to reposition Infinite. Then we just play bodies. Bodies, bodies, shots, shots, bodies, bodies, sorry. Maybe it's actually Iron Lad prior to summoning. And then... do I want the stones or do I just want Agamotto? Because Agamotto's been buffed by 3, so he'd be a 5 power. He might actually be better. Let's do this. We need more Destroy support. I think in 2 months or next month we're getting something, but we need some really good new death stuff, I think. Yeah, we get the card that resurrects one of your destroyed cards to her location. Or is it one of your cards destroyed last turn? It's something like that. Ding. Alright. Chat. You think he gives it to us? It's unlikely, but at the same time, it would be incredible. I'll try. Does he think his Infinite is threatened? Ah, he blocks. Oh, that'll do it too.
Aid my hand.
Technically, images left would have been 3 power instead of 2. Yes. It would have been better. I mean, obviously we still get cooked, but it would have been better. I think it was still worth saving the cheeky Winds of Watum reposition. Enough people are going to forget that that's out there. Alright, we're going to do a few more, then we'll call the stream. Seems like we just have kind of stopped getting Destroy cards. Yeah, the Destroy deck has certainly stagnated. It's that same core set of cards for quite some time, which is too bad as like a core archetype for the game. Now it's just kind of like an intermediate or even beginner deck that you try and build. Simon's not a Destroy fan. Nah, we got the Vicky hand again. Okay. Interesting. Luna and then maybe wins something to the side. You just hate the null interactions? Ah, I gotcha. He is quite bothersome. Okay. Get me something good. I could win Wolverine over and then hope to pop the Ice Cube. Maybe that's better. And then we play White Queen and see what he's cooking. Isan. Wait. Okay, it is his genuine Isan. Amazing. All rocks. Even better. Oh, man. So many rocks. If Null only cared about base power, then I have no problem with Destroy. And just eliminate Null Zola. Interesting. I don't feel like Null Zola's that bad. Because it gets disrupted by so many things. I don't know if he's heard of second Isan Pip. Probably gonna pull a rock. I want Master Mold buff so badly. Yeah, Master Mold could be way more interesting. That'd be cool to just get like a new variant of Deadpool. That could be fun. Hold on. Interesting. No, the rock. If it had pulled the Sentinel, it was less than a 50-50 though. Close. So he's using the Vicky hand side, and we chose to use... Well, no, I've got Vicky as well. I just didn't draw her. I drew all the rocks. Yeah, if Master Mold was able to draw power from all of the other Sentinels on board, I think it would be way more interesting. Well, we didn't lose nearly as many cubes as I thought we were going to. Went from rank 195 to rank 215. We had a little bit of a win streak in there with the Wong deck. And I don't think it was... I think it was more luck than anything, but... Yeah, just make him a little more interesting, exactly. That way you can play Sentinel, so it feeds the Master Mold. If the opponent plays Sentinel, they have this value proposition of their making your Master Mold a little bit stronger. Oh, what if you could steal power from all the Sentinels on the board? Interesting. Opponent playing Junk deck, we take their Viper. The Fantasy variant Viper. Man, I'd love to have a full Fantasy deck. It's just too expansive because it has all these ultimate variants in there. Cancun. So I'm trying to turn him into a Series 5 card. I just want him to be a decent Series 4. Yep. So with Vicky Hand, the Kate is good. With the Quinjet, Coulson is good. think White Queen is quite nice here. Get a discount and a power buff on it. Ishan. Beautimous, beautimous. Oh, I kind of forgot that Cancun was going to be switching somehow. Yeah. Alright, Isan. It's risky, but here we go. Okay. Opens up some board space. Sail the acid arrow. Put a created card from your hand here. So he actually... Oh, so he cannot pull Viper. Ah. Okay. For some reason, I thought he could pull Viper. Think he has Shang chat?
Oh, snap.
I don't think he has Shang. Marvel Heroes Omega did a poetry competition with a giveaway. That's fun. That's very unique. Very cool. It is the Roni song. Boom, it's the thing. Boom, Infinite Ultron. Let's go. Alexander Isaac, thank you for the follow, mate. Thank you. Team Teddy is stronger. Alright, that combo is amazing when you don't have to worry about Cancun. You just have to win by margin of victory, and then you images Isan, double pull, everything's buffed by Vicky. Alright, this will be one of our last ones. And I got to go hold my baby. It had to be Marvel themed, of course, but I loved it. It's fun. It just gets to celebrate the community, right? What did Ultron contribute? Nothing. Ultron contributed nothing. But we didn't even draw him, did we? I think this one is like B+. But admittedly, yes, it could be B+ with or without Infinite Ultron. Season finale of Daredevil tonight. I still need to catch up on that stuff. Breno. I think I wait. I bide my time. 2 Bolts of Balthak. And Sinister London. We have to be careful with this one. There's a lot of potential. Breno is rank 44 in the world and running an Arasham deck. Just waiting for it to finish so you can binge it. Okay, chat. So for those of you, is it okay to watch? Oh, interesting. He says no to our fun. Is it okay to watch if you have not seen the Fox show? Beyond season 1. So like I know the characters, but that's it. No, I need to watch the Fox show first. So if I bolts, it pays for my other bolts. And then some. Okay. Electro. Sure. Yeah, the predecessor, the Daredevil show that was not Disney. You. It's really not great. No, we die. I think we have a pretty good core list here. White Queen and Iron Lad are the two questionable ones. Everything else is pretty smooth. White Queen could be Freya, if it's a Vicky deck. And Iron Lad could be like Galacta or something. Though, White Queen and Iron Lad have maybe been contributing more than Infinite Ultron. White Queen didn't really become playable after the buff, did she? No, unfortunately not. She tried, but didn't make it. For wave, okay. But she still has some of the best variants of the game. You know that's right. Some absolutely amazing variants. Aggie. I don't know, the 1/5 Sentinel is good. But with only 3 board spaces left, it's like, can we do better? And especially if Vicky Hand eats it, yes, we can. My hope is that I get a snowball on her. Well, they're gonna pop it. I was hoping that they wouldn't pop it. Chat. Opponent went out on a limb and just gave us the win. Incroyable. Opponent doesn't know to quit while he's behind. Wow. Should I have snapped?
Victory.
Maybe. Rank 3000? Who knows? I feel like a snap, he would have left. Just seeing the Agamotto across, I'm surprised that he didn't leave. Though honestly, if he had Jug instead of Surfer... Well, no, I still win. Well, if anything, thank you for saving so many tokens today. I was trying to get the word out. I did my best, guys. Infinite Ultron, not doing his best, but I tried. Let's see how bad it was. Cut this. All right. Oh, dang it. This is going to show the stats from when it was an auto deck. Ah, it's not clean stats. This version is good. This version is one of the better versions that we played today, but it is tainted by a horrific losing streak that we went on at the very beginning of the stream, and I then modified the deck, so it has all of those legacy losses. But I have to feel like most of the wins came bundled here at the end. Long Ultron also went on a win streak that was a little bit baffling to me because I don't think this deck is that effective. Hey Odin, great to have you. Arisham always does well. And does well in spite of the Infinite Ultron being included in the deck. And then I thought that Wiccan was going to be potentially a ticket alongside Vicky Hand. It's not. It's abysmal. 1 in 6. Ouch. So there we go. Very much a mixed bag. Very much looking forward to next week. Next week is Strange Supreme, because that card's going to be incredible. And then we get Hydra Stomper after that. Also anticipating that card to be incredible. I love that Ultron is grayed out in every deck as if it's saying just cut it, you won't lose anything. Yeah, really. All of the decks that I was just rolling through have the same identity without him. So he is... My guess is he's going to get buffed. We'll see how dramatically they try and push the needle. It seems like they have kind of slowed down their pace on changing some of these cards, especially all at once. So, but we'll see. I don't know where they want him to land. Especially when they want to increase the number of new cards releasing every season. It's like balancing becomes so much harder to manage the entire collection. All right, my friends. Thank you everyone who came for our Ultron testing stream. I mean, we were able to test everything that we wanted. We had some cool ideas. We had some things that we thought would work and didn't work. We had some things we didn't think would work but did. So, it ended up being a fun afternoon all around. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.